My name is Bryce Dettorre, and I have a problem. And I have officially got a dad bod. What's going on, YouTube? All right, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I am going to be breaking down what I personally think is the best and most effective way to lose body fat, gain muscle, and look absolutely shredded. When it comes to nutrition, there's obviously a lot of different plans out there that you can personally use. Now, the one that I will be talking about today will be one that I used in the past, and it worked very effectively for me. Again, everybody's body is different, so I'm going to share with you what worked for me. Now, first off, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I don't know if you've ever been in that situation where Facebook will send you a notification of a post that you posted in the past. Well, it happened to me last week where a notification came up of what I looked like in 2015, and this is what I looked like. I will be honest with you, I do not currently look like that right now. And then I scrolled down the rabbit hole and I looked at what I looked like in 2016, which was this. And I kept scrolling, and then I saw what I looked like in 2017, which was this. And I'll be honest with you, I currently do not look like any of those pictures. So that was a wake-up call for me. I had to look at myself in the mirror and realize I got to make some changes. Now, obviously, I've been doing, I've been working out every day, 5 days a week, twice a day, cardio in the morning, working out after school or after work when I get home. And I'm a firm believer that I would say when it comes to your physical appearance, I would say 80% of it is unfortunately your nutrition. And that is the hardest part. The working out, I would say, is only 20%. Cardio, core, stretching, strength conditioning, all that stuff. I would say that's only 20%, which sucks. And the reason why I say that is because I spend about 2 hours in the day. Well, there's 24 hours in a day. If you sleep for 8, then you're left with 16, which means 14 hours of the day I have to be on point. I'm not working out for 14 hours. I only work out for 2. But the eating, the temptation, like I talked about in my other video, the environment you're in, all of those things come into play for 14 hours. So the other 14 hours I feel is more crucial than the 2 hours that you spend in the gym. So I saw that, I said, okay, I gotta make some changes. And I knew it was my nutrition, because my nutrition, I've been, like I said in my previous video, I was consuming about 2,800 calories to get to 210. I got to 210, but I don't like my body composition. What do I mean by body composition? You could have someone who's 210, 8% body fat, looks absolutely amazing. I was probably 210. I would probably say I'm sitting at about 12 to 13% body fat. I don't like that. One of the things I love about fitness is when you document it or you take pictures of it, you can look back at that time in your life and recall what you were doing at that time and then hopefully recreate it. Now, obviously in 2015 I was 25. I'm about to be 32 in 5 days. Oh, by the way, my birthday is in 5 days. So I looked back, I knew exactly what I was doing nutrition wise. Workouts were pretty much similar, so I don't have to adjust that, but I do got to adjust my nutrition. So I figure what better time than to start now when we are about, let me calculate this real quick. We are about 6 weeks out from June 1st. June 1st, I would say that's summer. The reason why I say it's summer is because I'm a teacher, and June 1st is when summer break starts. So looking at my agenda, I'm going to do an 8-week, I would say shred, body composition, whatever it is. I want to get back and try to look exactly like I did when I was 25, 26, 27. Now you're probably thinking, well, Bryce, you're getting older. Yes, I am getting older. I'm going to be 32. I obviously have a daughter now, so my time has changed. But those are all excuses that people make. And I'm not trying to make excuses here. I'm trying to get results. So I'm going to push myself, not crazy. I'm obviously going to do it like, a lifestyle. I'm not going to do this for 8 weeks and then just go back to whatever. I'm going to try and create a healthy lifestyle, a diet that I can maintain, maybe not so much, cheat meals. Because if you followed me in 2015, I was like known for my cheat days. Because my cheat days, I would go ham. This is what some of the things I'd eat in my cheat days looked like. Now again, I'm not trying to obviously do those cheat days again. I will have cheat meals, but I'm going to try and hold back because at this point I'm really looking for my performance and how I feel. On the cheat days back then, where I notice it the most that's changed is Now when I try to do those cheat meals or cheat days, I don't feel that good the next day. I don't even feel that good the day of. Back in my prime, when I was 25 and a young buck, I could eat whatever I want and feel pretty good. Now my workouts with, especially obviously training for, you know, a 5K and a 20K and all that stuff, I do want to be conscious of what I'm putting in my body. But anyway, the plan that I'm going to be using moving forward, and the same plan that I used to get down to that physique that I showed you in 2015, is carb cycling. I'm a huge believer of carb cycling. I've done pretty much every diet known to man: keto, vegetarian, vegan, carb cycling. What's another one? Oh, intermittent fasting. I've done a lot of them, okay? The one that's worked the best for me, carb cycling. So the way I'm gonna do it is, we'll start on Monday. I'm gonna go traditional low carb day on Monday. Tuesday will also be low carb. Wednesday I'm gonna be high carb. And when I say high carb, my carbs are only getting up about 230 carbs, 240 or something like that. On my low carb day, I wanna say I'm keeping them underneath 50. So it's pretty low. When I have a high carb day, again, I'm trying to actually focus on where the carbs are coming from. So I don't know if I'm gonna try to do that much rice and starches. I'm actually gonna try and get my carbs from like fruits, vegetables, and all that stuff. Thursday will be low carb. Friday will be low carb. Saturday will be high carb. And then Sunday will be a treat day / cheat day, whatever you wanna call it. I'll go into detail more about what those days look like. I'll probably even do a full day of eating on what it is. All right, so if you want to do an 8-week challenge, you got to obviously figure out where you're currently at. You got to weigh yourself, and then you got to figure out how many macros and calories you got to consume within a day to lose about 2 pounds a week. So I'll link below some of my favorite macro calculators to figure out a baseline. The one I used, I usually take about 3 of the calculators, put in all my info, and then I average what they usually say. So again, it's not accurate. I mean, it's pretty accurate, but it's not like 100% accurate. You may have to make adjustments. For example, last week I dropped my calories to 2,400 calories. I was eating about 6 meals a day. Stepped on the scale on Saturday morning because I weigh myself every Saturday morning, and I did not lose a single pound. I dropped my calories, but I didn't lose any weight. Which means I did not lose any weight. Which means I got to make adjustments. I didn't fail, but I do need to make adjustments. One thing you need to know about fitness is you try something, you see if it works. If it doesn't work, you make some adjustments. So I dropped my calories to about 2,200, and this week I'm gonna do carb cycling and see what I weigh on Saturday. So again, when I step on the scale, first thing Saturday morning, I should weigh 208. If I don't, then I gotta make some adjustments. That's part of the process. So once you have your calories, that's when you actually have to break down how many grams of protein you want to consume, how many carbs, how many fats, all that stuff. Again, I'm not going to get too much into detail about that right now, but for the sake of it, let me keep it simple. So on low carb days, the carbs are low, the fats are high. I'm still sitting at about 225 grams of protein every single day. Doesn't matter if it's high carb, low carb, doesn't matter. But again, on low carb day, the fats go up. Again, you can get your fats. Predominantly, I get my fats from, I have some bacon and a good amount of avocado throughout the day. That's where I get my fats from. But you could do nuts, cashews, almonds, butter. I get some of mine from almond butter, anything like that. So that's where I get my fats from. On my high carb days, my fats are low. My fats are literally about 30 grams, I think, a day, if that. But my protein stays about the same, and then my carbs go up. Again, my carb sources, I'm not going to try to use too much starches. I'm going to try and get all my carb sources from like fruits and vegetables. My protein does kind of go up a little bit because depending on your protein source. For instance, if you consume chicken thighs or salmon or even ground turkey, depending on how lean it is, the fats are predominantly high. So on my low carb day, since my fat's high, I'll consume chicken thighs, salmon, ground turkey. On my high carb day, you want the fat low. So I'll do ground turkey for one meal, and then I'll do chicken breast for the next. Another thing where I had to make adjustments. For my schedule, I am no longer eating 6 meals a day. I'm gonna go to 3 meals a day. And I'm on my 3rd day of doing it, and I actually really like it. So all I did, if you have 6 meals, I just combined 2 of them. So instead of having, the way I calculated it is I was consuming about 18 grams, or 18 ounces of protein from a protein source 3 meals a day. So each meal only had 6 ounces. Instead of doing 3 meals, I just combined and made 2 meals, and now those 2 meals have 9 ounces, because you have total 18 ounces, 2 meals is 9 ounces. There's your math lesson for the day. So I'll have a big breakfast, I'll have a big lunch, and then when I get home from work, I work out, and then my dinner is about 5 o'clock, and that's my last meal of the day, and my first meal of the day isn't until about 5:30 in the morning. So I did that for a week. I actually like it. My energy's high. I don't feel like I'm hungry throughout the day, and since I'm eating whole food and quality food, I stay satiated basically all day. So I'm pretty much full all day. I don't get any cravings. So again, if you are tired of the way you look, maybe not happy with your quote-unquote dad bod, you feel like your workouts have been on point, but you still don't look the way you want to when you see yourself in the mirror, then I challenge you to do this next 8-week shred lifestyle change, Spartan gear up, whatever you want to call it, with me to see what you look like. Again, I'm 32 years old. I'm not 25. I'm not a young buck. My metabolism is definitely not the same. So I'm seeing if I'm actually able to get to what I wanted to look like, or what I looked like back in 2015, 2016. So that about wraps up the video, wraps up what, again, I feel the best way to lose weight is, which is carb cycling. 4 low, 2 high, 1 free. That's the way it works. So I will be doing that for the next 8 weeks. I will document it. I will keep track. If you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do, because obviously I'll be posting more stuff on there. You can follow along. You can ask me questions. Comment below if you do have any questions about carb cycling or what you would like to see next. If you haven't already and you found value in this video, make sure you give it one of these, because I greatly appreciate that. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. You guys know the motto here: stay happy, stay healthy, and above all, don't be average. Catch you guys in the next one.